So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in. Got a big show today. We're talking values. Do you know what your values are? Do you live them every single day? Are you bored with values? Is there a list I could have of values, Scott? Give me a list of values. I'll go live those values. How are you thinking about values? And have you ever thought about the fact that your real happiness in life is going to come by you walking your values, living in integrity? We'll chat about that today a little bit, about values, teach you about that stuff, and make it useful in your life if that's okay. All in less than 9 minutes. It's a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. Wrapping up our 17th season. The countdown to 5,000 episodes starts on Monday, January 1st. And at 5,000, who knows what's going to happen? Will it explode and go away? Will it become something else? Will it keep going? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure that out as time goes on here. Have you seen my YouTube reels and shorts and Instagram? Which is which? I think is Instagram shorts. I don't even know. No, shorts is YouTube and reels is Instagram. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com on YouTube or get Scott Logic on Instagram. Check out the shorts. People are loving them, and I'm having fun doing them. I'll be honest with you. I started as a hot mess on YouTube. It took me a little bit to kind of get my feet, figure out what I like to do, what I continuously could do. And I've settled on these short format things, which is kind of perfectly in line with what I do normally. And I think you'll like them. Go check them out. My name is Scott Smith, founder and chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. So happy to have you here today. We are talking values today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me, the more I've done this work, and I've done this work a long time, not only on myself, because I got into personal growth when I was about 23, 24 years old, very early on, and started doing it professionally in my early 40s, once I felt like I had learned enough to be able to do that. And as I've done it near 20 years here now, I've learned a couple things. And I've learned to get kind of bored by tactics and strategies and skills. We need them. We have to have our skill set. We have to master that, do the things we need to do. But ultimately, that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cheating, and it's never fulfilling. Yes, we have to have all the skills to do what we need to do, but at the end of the day, our happiness and our success in life comes from us living our values from the inside out. It's hard to do that, though, isn't it? But all success is difficult. To get up every single day and do the thing that's most valuable to you, to get what you want every single day and not get distracted by everything that's going on around you and to hold your line. That's hard. And people get frustrated by it because they feel like other people are in their way. Why can't I get what I want to do? Why do I always get pulled aside? Why do they always get what they want to do? And I'm just being honest with you about how it works. When you figure out that you have control over that, instantaneously, everything changes. When you live according to your values as you work toward your goals. Key phrase there, values in alignment as you work toward your goals. All right, so what are values? What are they? Well, in a nutshell, it's what you value. We can figure that out, right? It's your identity on the inside, the principles you stand by. It's just what you believe. Now, where did that come from? Well, I'm going to guess you were born with a couple of them. I'll go that far. It's way above my pay grade, but I've seen too many kids being born with a certain set of values and nobody ever got to them. They were just the way they were. But your teachers and your parents and friends and coworkers and bosses, just about anybody you've ever run into and just about any experience you've ever had has taught you something about that. And you liked it or you didn't. And if you liked it, it became a guiding value for you, and it's there. Now, for the most part, as you discover the values that you like, the ones that are in congruency with you, they're not going to change a whole lot. Your personality is going to largely stay the same for your entire life. Minor changes, yes, along the way, but at its core, about the same. And your values, largely, once they're installed, once you agree that's who you are, this is who I am who I am, largely will stay the same. But because you learn values from other people, because you learn values from your experiences, as you begin to grow, some people go to church, they get into religion, and their values change a little bit over time. They update themselves. Other people go the other direction, and their values change over time. So yes, they will update over time. But once you lock in what you believe in, that's who you are. So I'm not going to judge who you are or what you believe in any way, shape, or form. I'm not even going to tell you how to go find your values today. Although I will say this, one of the best ways I've ever seen to find values is to look back in your life and simply say, what have I valued? Based on your behaviors. What lessons have you learned that you hold of value inside your heart? You could get a list on the internet. We used to have a list like that of 300 values. I finally threw it away. It was a waste of time. It was stupid. I just say it as it is. You've already lived your whole life. Look back on what has always been valuable to you. It's screaming inside of you for you to do more of that. So values are where you need to spend your energy. And where do you do that? On your goals. You are setting goals, right? When you align your values with your goals, you create a tangible expression of who you are on the inside. So whatever you're working on throughout the day, if it's meaningful to you on the inside, you're going to really enjoy the process. You'll be in your passion. You'll be loving what you're doing. I've joked for a long time, if your value is to be honest, and yet every single day you're planning on how to rob your next bank, that's probably not going to make you happy. Not the long term. So a simple recipe for enjoying every single minute of the day is, of course, living your values. And the first thing you have to do today is I want you to sit down and I want you to think, what do I value? Just make a short list of it. Don't go crazy. And if you do go crazy and you get a whole page of 25 values, narrow it down to 5 or 10. Take it down to the big ones, the ones that you really, this is non-negotiable. Understand what they are and start living them every single day. Don't put it off. Well, we went to this party and the people they're different. I'll just blend in. No, be who you are or don't go to the party. It's difficult, but you'll be happier in control for it. That's the first step. Know your values and start living them every single day. What's the second step? Be sure to set goals that allow you to practice your values along the way. Doing otherwise is not being who you are. So as we are getting into the new year, coming very, very quickly here, and you're doing your goals, I want you to look at your goals. You do set goals, right? You need to. They're good. Look at them and say, this align with who I am. Because my daily activity to get what I want, if it's not who I am today, if it's not what I feel like I am on the inside, you're not being honest with yourself, and therefore you're not being honest to anybody else, and you're not going to get what you want. And if you do, you're not going to be happy about it. So look at that goal list that you're going to put together and say, does it align with who I am on the inside? And I promise if you do that, everything will change. You'll have so much more fun. You just float through your day just being who you are, and everything you do will fit right into who you are. And number 3, prepare yourself for a shockwave from people who wonder why you won't do things their way all the time. And get ready for the peace of mind you're going to feel and the respect you get from them when they understand that you're walking your talk, living in integrity, self-directing your life according to your innermost thoughts. It's the ultimate power you can have. It's the ultimate in living in integrity, and it's the ultimate in being happy, and it's one of the hardest things to do. You know why? Well, until you get used to it, until you understand that's just who you are, it takes a lot of courage to stand in your values, doesn't it? To stand for what you believe in the face of people who don't believe what you believe and are willing to, well, to voice it. We'll just say that. How's that? It's difficult to do, but you can do it. Happier life is through values. Now, the exercise we did yesterday, you did do yesterday's exercise, the average perfect day, right? I want you to go back and look at that and make sure that you're basing it all on your values as you write it. It'll change everything. All right, sometimes tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, we're going to be doing a chat about sometimes being a different person. A transitional person, if you will, to get what you want. Not a big transition guy, but in this case, it works really well. I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Boost.